Alright, look. Sitting in my car on my lunch break, I was just scrolling through Twitter and I saw that Jon Jones versus Alexander Gustafson 2 has been confirmed for like December 29th. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So for those of you who don't know, Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafson, the first one was a crazy fight. I mean, these dudes beat the shit out of each other. Absolutely crazy. If you follow UFC, you know Jon Jones has been in the news for failing, multiple drug tests for steroids. I think the last one he did, the most recent one, he failed after he beat Daniel Cormier and made him cry in the ring. Let's not forget that, people. Jon Jones beat Daniel Cormier so bad he cried in the ring. That's right. I think this is going to be a good fight. I think this is going to be a really good fight. Out of all the fights from Jon Jones I've seen, Alexander gave him probably his best matchup so far. I mean, that was 5 rounds of just them slugging it. Them absolutely slugging it. But Jon Jones, his last steroid test he failed, I think that was more because he was doing bodybuilding before. And when you do bodybuilding like that, and he probably knows some people who are high up in that area, he was probably taking some stuff to get a little bigger. I don't know if it was, like performance enhancing steroids, and, I don't know, steroids like that. But, it's not good. You shouldn't take steroids, period. Kids, you shouldn't take steroids. I think this is going to be a good fight. I think this is going to be a great fight. I think Jon Jones is going to be clean. He's going to pass his drug tests. And I think he's really going to whoop the shit out of Alexander Gustafson. And then after he whoops the absolute shit out of Gustafson, he's going to fight Cormier and whoop Cormier's ass something fierce, dude. This is going to be the 3rd time they fought. And I think Jon Jones is really going to whoop his ass. Cormier, in my personal opinion, is scared of Jon Jones. I have never seen a man cry after getting his ass beat in the ring or the octagon. I've never seen a man cry like that before. Like, he was crying, like, I worked so hard. Obviously, you didn't work hard enough, you fucking pussy. You got the shit beat out of you. I don't care if he pissed dirty or clean. He whooped your ass, Cormier. Anyhow, Gustafson 2, or Jones Gustafson 2, man, that's going to be crazy. I'm going to have to watch that one. Since we're talking about UFC, Khabib versus McGregor. Now, I watched the fight last night. I just cut the highlights, when it happened. I watched the fight last night, and man, let me tell you something. About this fight. Khabib does not like McGregor at all. He really hates him. Period. Just really dislikes Conor. There was one point in the fight where he had Conor on the ground and he was just just over and over, smashing this dude's face in is what he was trying to do. And then obviously Khabib jumped out of the ring. Yeah, whatever. I do not give a fuck. If I was the Fertitta brothers who own the UFC, I think they still do. They might have sold it, I don't know. Or Dana White or whatever. I wouldn't give a fuck because honestly, it's what Conor deserves. And his team. He was talking a whole lot of shit before he fought Floyd, and then Floyd was just clowned him in the ring. I mean, anyone could say what they want about that fight. Floyd didn't train before that fight. He just went in there no training. Can you believe that? And still knocked him out in the 10th round. He's getting up there in age. He's not Pretty Boy Floyd anymore, He's not that. He's just smart, and Conor got his ass beat. And then he wants to talk a whole bunch of shit to Khabib, which is a bad idea. This motherfucker wrestles bears, dude. There's videos of him wrestling bears. Can you believe that? And he just dominates him the whole fight, pretty much. Just fucking, dude, it was a slaughter. It was honestly a slaughter, if you ask me. Yeah, and then the funniest part from that night, in my opinion, wasn't even Khabib jumping over the cage. It wasn't even that. It was Derek Lewis, his interview after it was pretty fucking funny. Why are your shorts off? Joe Rogan, why are your shorts off? My balls were hot. Shit was funny, man. Turned into a meme. But yeah, that's about it, really. Jon Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson 2. If you're a UFC fan, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be a crazy one. Gustafsson might have a chance to win. It depends how serious Jon's taking all this, you know. Although if I was in Jon's shoes, I would have a chip on my shoulder. A lot of people are talking shit. A lot of people, you know, say that I have something to prove. I would walk in there and I would really rain havoc on this motherfucker's face, bro. I mean, Jesus. I would hate to fight Jon Jones. Like, really. I would actually hate. That would be not fun. That would not be fun. Fucking vape everywhere, man. But, yeah, that's that. Jon Jones, Gustafsson 2, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me. It's probably not. Everyone's probably just like, oh, that's going to be an alright fight. To me, it's crazy because I remember watching the first one and, wow. You know, it was a couple of years ago, but still. That was a good-ass fight. Both after, I remember watching the post-fight press conference on that fight, and both of them had to go to the hospital. Like, that was a good fight. That was if you're a UFC head and you're watching this, you know that was a good fight. Also, if you're a UFC head, I want you to comment down below who would win, Prime Anderson Silva or Prime Jon Jones. I can't even answer that. I honestly can't answer that because Anderson Silva is one of my favorite UFC fighters of all time. Just the way, you know, his defense and the way he would just fucking until he got it knocked out and broke his leg. Sad guy, ended his career. I feel bad for him there. But in his prime versus Jon Jones, that would be a fucking terrific fight. That would be an amazing fight. I think if Anderson were to win that fight, he would have to take it to the ground and submit him. But if Jon Jones kept Anderson Silva up, Jon Jones probably will win. Even though, you know, Anderson Silva is really good at Muay Thai, but Jon Jones' arm, his reach is just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. But I'm more excited for Cormier and Jones 3 because I want to see Cormier cry again. I hate Daniel Cormier. Everyone says, oh, he's a great guy. He's a humble guy. Why do you hate him? You know, I just don't fucking like him, bro. I don't like, you know, how he talking all that rah-rah shit. And then when you get locked in the cage with the bad motherfucker, Jon Bones Jones, he beat your ass and then you cried after. You lose all respect if you cry after. You are a professional fighter fighting for a championship and you got your ass beat and then you want to cry? You want to cry? Oh my god, dude, what a fucking beta male. Cormier pisses me off.